Right, folks, we're back again. So, my apologies. I think what has happened. See, obviously, earlier on, you've seen my tripod fell. But see, the charger had popped out of the phone which was recording, so it did, and the charger had popped out. So it'd been recording there, and it wasn't charging. So obviously the battery just died there, so it did on things. So my apologies. So listen, we'll go get Richie back on the phone, folks. Back on. Yeah, that's what happened. So I'm very, very sorry. See, that's the whole thing. See, moving the studio about. We rookie mistake out there happened, and just the charger wasn't plugged in the phone, and it's come out. So I'm hoping there's enough charge in it now to continue on playing and recording this afternoon. So listen, we'll go get Richie back on the phone here, so we are. Hopefully we'll have him back on and we can continue on with the interview. So we'll get the numbers again built up, so we will, folks. So yeah, this is the Rebel podcast, recording live, multi-streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. We're back with Facebook again, so we've started a new stream, so thanks very much for tuning in, everyone. So hopefully we'll have right now back on Richie O'Brien. Are you back there, Richie?
Yeah, I'm here, yeah.
My apologies there. I don't know if you heard what happened. The tripod moved earlier on there at the start of the show, and literally the charger had come out of the phone. It was recording the show, and literally the battery just died. I didn't know what was wrong. Everybody was going, "Fuck, the stream's down, and literally when I went to check on it, the screen had died, so it did, and basically that's what happened. The charger came out. So my apologies, mate. So listen,
it's easy happens.
I think basically what happened there. We were just talking about the American thing before it cut off. So we'll back that there question to start again. So I sort of said I've seen not many sort of bands from this side of the pond get to sort of break America, but you just sort of done quite well over there. So when would you just first started travelling across to the States? And obviously when you're playing the audiences over there, would you sort of need to change your set list and playing style to what you would normally do in a gig over here?
Well, we started going over in, I think it was 2012, and we really didn't know what to expect. We were lucky that we had a contact over there that for every gig we didn't fill, a man in Behan's Bar there in the Bronx, John Cregan, would take any booking we had left. And so that gave us kind of a great relief that we knew we could get gigs, you know. So having that helped us to get on the road over there. So us being where we are here in Kerry, we have a massive tourist population, and over time you start to build up the contacts from the States as well. So maybe every year you might make one or two contacts where you might get an extra bar to play in, or as you know yourself, bars shut down and all that. But we were lucky that we met about 3 or 4 people who have contacts in different areas as well. So we were lucky in that sense, but I suppose we kind of got comfortable for a couple of years as well that we were playing the same places. So we're now trying to branch out again and trying to get a few more places involved and trying. But again, it's not easy. This COVID has everything kind of messed up, and
it's a nightmare,
and it's gone. Everything has gone so expensive between visas and car hire and accommodation. Everything it's gone. The prices have gone through the roof. We don't even know if we'll be able to make it over there in March. We have three weeks of bookings in March. We have 20 gigs in March waiting, and we don't even know if we'll be able to go because everything has gone so expensive there.
That's crazy.
And as regards changing our set list, you have no choice in some places because it will be a lot of older and more retired kind of place. You know, we play a few clubs there, like an Elks club there in Manasquan in New Jersey, beautiful part of the States. And it's actually only over the road from where the boss is from, Bruce Springsteen. And the area is known as the Irish Riviera. A lot of people who made it good in New York and in Jersey, they all come down to retire there. So they have a big Irish community down there, but they're not going to be looking for the hardcore rebel stuff. So we have to change it around. You know, we have to give them the Wild Rovers.
The Galway girls and all that, are they?
Yeah, so if we go into the city, then we play in Manhattan, we play in Queens and the Bronx and stuff, and then you have the Irish diaspora who are of the age and they're first generation, or they're Irish, you know, they came from Kerry, Cork, Donegal, Belfast, Derry, you know, and they are looking, and they're starved of it a lot of the time. They're looking for the rebel stuff, so then you get good gigs out of that, like, you know, you get the fellas going mad more or less because they haven't had it for a few months or a few weeks. Or
tell me this here, see through the gritted teeth, would you be like a wagon wheeler, having to sing it at the odd gig?
Sorry, say that to me again.
I said through gritted teeth. When I hear bands saying, "Oh, I had to sing this bloody wagon wheel," the Nathan Carter song, and like,
Yeah.
but it's through gritted teeth. People just, would you be guilty of having to play that the odd time at a gig, or?
Yeah, you have no choice a lot of the time, you know. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you're playing, no matter where you're playing, if someone comes up, if we're in Killarney and some person comes up and puts €10 or whatever into your tip jar and they
Yeah.
say, "Will you sing Danny Boy?"
You have played.
Yeah, I'm going to sing it. And if some fella comes up and asks you to sing Sean South, you're going to sing it. You know, if we know the songs, look, you know yourself. You do what you try to do is make people happy. So it's the same with us for the music. We try our best, and you know yourself. We try our best to make ourselves happy as much as we can without interrupting the crowd's happiness. You know, if you can sing 20 Rebel songs in a row, Sean South, Boys Over Gate, Men Behind the Wire, and keep going and keep
Do
going.
them. Yep.
Every Rebel band will do it, and every band that plays any Rebel songs will do it. But if then of course will come that person. Yeah, I know what you mean. That one that always comes up and looks for that other song you were talking about.
People don't really like saying the name of it, so they don't like that other song. Aye.
But it so many people love it. But
Yeah.
In the crowd, you might have all the people who are creating the atmosphere would be the people looking for the Rebel songs.
Yep.
But then someone comes up and they could ask for the most popular dance song that's out there at the moment. And that you were on about the Hit the Diff earlier on.
Oh, I love
know.
it. So they love it. Absolutely love that song. Okay, man.
Yeah.
Being a trucker and all, you know what I mean? And it's I would listen to that stuff out in the road, but it's
That's what I mean. That's the type of song people they either love it or they hate it.
yeah.
And it's the same with those wagon wheels. Oh, I love the Hit the Dip as well. Sure, how could you not get up and go on mad with that?
But like as I said at that gig last week, I cannot believe the reaction it got. Like I said, I'd actually played the Rattling Bog first with it done, and then I says, because they're all really loving it, I says, hang up, I hit the diff. It'll be maybe hit and miss. And literally as soon as I played it, the screams of people. I was like, what the hell? And I know, but there was a few people there, whether it's like from the West and all, they were like, what the hell is that there shit you're playing? And they were looking at people going like, what is this? How do they all know the words of this song? Why have I not heard it before? Like,
I know. It's funny though, but look, that's the way you know yourself. That's the way the music is. Like we try to do our best for everyone, and our preference for our best for everyone will be to do Rebel songs all the time. You know what I mean?
So moving on to your albums now, you from what you basically released 4 albums. 3 studio albums and a live album. Is that correct? Yeah.
And we done one as well during isolation. Didn't we sold them before we recorded it. We sold 250 albums before we recorded it.
Great, brilliant,
and,
fantastic.
It was great. That sold fairly quick, and it sold well. So we were happy with that.
Yeah.
You know?
So obviously you spoke about it yourself as well about the engineering. So I'm sort of led to believe that you're quite handy behind a mixing desk. So would you be really play a hands-on role on anything you produce album wise? You're busy there mastering it and mixing it and everything
we do them all ourselves. I do everything myself. So all our albums were recorded in my own studio.
So that saves you a few quid as well then, like then bringing another engineer in like to do it then for you, like.
Well, that's the handy part about it, that we don't have to pay someone to do it. But the other thing is, you're never happy with your own work.
Yep.
You know, and it takes 10 times longer to do your own album than it would to do someone else's album that comes in. Because
you're always a perfectionist, like you always want to change stuff and whatever.
Jesus,
you spoke there obviously about the one on lockdown. So have you any plans to actually go into the studio again or maybe do another live album anytime soon? Or
we have something in the works. I better not say what it is now because it could take a bit longer to come out. But it's in the works. That's all I can say, because it's taking a bit longer than what we thought. But hopefully we'll have it out there in the next couple of months. We'll release a few details here and there. But
so we listen up for it then. So obviously breaking off music for a wee second, right? Surely the old sort of romantic in you will be sort of joining the rest of the country and hoping that Mayo finally lift the Sam Maguire this year. So obviously I'm sure like you were probably cheering on Mayo like every other fan in the country against the Dirty Dubs last week.
Well, everyone was Mayo last week, and everyone is going to be probably Tyrone next week.
Yep, definitely.
And when Kerry overcome the Tyrone challenge, everyone will be Mayo again. So,
So you reckon that the Tyrone have no chance in? We've got loads of Tyrone people here listening here in this here, so we'll have like on the show. But
not that they have no chance. It's just I think Kerry have too much in their arsenal at the moment for Tyrone. Who, in fairness, the management team are only after coming in, and they probably punched above their weight this year.
Yep.
But as you can see, the team are coming. They have subs. They have. Now, what way are they going to be after all the COVID cases in the camp? Nobody knows,
That's crazy,
So we're hoping, we here in Kerry are hoping that they all don't recover until 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock on next Sunday, and everyone's okay.
Aye, but I think obviously, like everybody, and there's loads of Dublin fans listening to this here show every week, like, and they always give them a bit of banter, but it was great to see them getting beat last week finally, wasn't it? Like.
Well, look, there's a great rivalry between Kerry people and Dublin people, but there's also a great banter. If we're playing in Killarney or Dingle and you have one dub in the audience, you know you're going to have a great night.
Yeah.
Because they can take it as well as give it. Just like the Kerry people. The Kerry people can take it and they can give it. And the Cork people, we have great banter with the Cork people. And to see Dublin be beat, it was magical.
Well, they had a long old run, what I mean? So they're like, it's but
they had enough. They've had enough of success now, so they have, and they've had a lot of help along the way. I know they want to hear that.
Well, listen, I still constantly say this all the time on the show, and I get grief for it. And to say, out of all the county GA teams, they're like the Man City of the Premier League. Basically, they get all the money, they get all the sponsorship. I mean, who else basically gets sponsored by a crowd like AIG? You know what I mean? There's 4 sporting teams in the world, and they're one of them. You know what I mean? They have a sponsorship, and it's crazy.
Definitely. But they also had to have the players and the management. So what they done was something that no one else had done before. That's fair play to them. Now it's up to the rest of the country. Kerry in particular, we hope can go and try and match that at some stage in my lifetime. Anyway, I hope. But we'll see. Where I'm from is all hurling. Believe it or not, there's one
in
small
Kerry?
pocket of Kerry.
Serious?
Yeah.
Jesus, I never knew Kerry was for hurling at all.
All hurling. Yeah. Well. Hurling and hatchets is what we...
hurling and hatchets.
They're both the same thing.
Definitely, aye.
But the Kerry hurling team have been successful enough there over the last number of years, So.
Well, I think even Antrim's up playing with the big boys now, so we are. And we might surprise a few people this season, I think. So we might like a few of the earlier results.
Antrim beat Kerry. Antrim beat Kerry to get to there. It was either Kerry or Antrim that were going there. So that's the level Kerry are at kind of the moment, So we're not doing too bad.
Yeah. So obviously, what's the sort of, when you say post-COVID, right? What is the sort of next long-term plans for the band, Richie? Obviously, because the south is still a fair bit off the north with the vaccines and all there, so it is. So you have stuff in the pipeline, but obviously you can't confirm anything yet because of this. You can't book venues or anything yet, or what's the crack?
Well, we have stuff, in the pipeline. There's still anything in 2022. Normally, we start booking for 2022 from like now on, September on, and have the book full, hopefully. But that didn't happen last year, and it probably won't happen this year. So it is going to take another year before things come back to normal. And we have the wedding bookings and things like that. The stuff that's not pub related, say, that come in. You might get 10 or 15 of those gigs every year, but they're booked in. Whether they go ahead or not, no, we don't know. Like even just today, 10 minutes before I came on to you, we just got a phone call. Can you do a gig this evening after the Limerick Cork match? You can be certain and true we can do it. And then we're playing tonight again. So we have a double gig for the first time in.
Fantastic, mate.
Last March.
Bring it on while it's early.
You can be sure of it, and
right.
We don't know when we'll get that again. You know?
So, who do you fancy for today in this big game?
I said at the start of the year, I can see Limerick having 3 All Irelands out of the next 5. So
right.
that's I can't. I don't even think Limerick have got into third gear in the championship.
No.
And now in Cork have a nice team there, and I would like to see Patrick Horrigan getting All Ireland. I just don't think today is going to be the day.
Just something. I do like Limerick, but I just see something sickens me. I just see them having that their Sports Direct logo on their shirts for the whole thing that this guy Mick actually is, and like basically for you think with the GAA, which is such sort of in the community, you know, and like for them to take sponsorship from him as a big like, that's a no for me. So it's like obviously he must be paying them a lot of money to go on their shirts, but it's, I think there's certain things you just do and don't do, like, and
yeah, well, that's it. We could talk about things like that all day, but if I don't want any of us to get in trouble if we go out down even the normal people of Ireland can't watch some of the GAA games at the moment because of someone that's sold out. Do you know what I mean?
oh, well, that's it, yeah. So obviously you're a family man, Richie. You've been so for anybody who's not involved in the entertainment industry, tell me this, right? Now, obviously, on a personal note, I've sort of built up a quite successful DJ career over the years, right? I'm very, very busy. Plus, I also have a very demanding sort of full-time job. But on the negative side, I almost sort of never see my family, so I don't. I have a baby on the way any day now, right? And I say it must be a lot harder on, obviously, your own family circumstances, given that you are a very busy band, you're regularly gigging like all over the country, in America and all as well, sort of stuff. So how does sort of playing in such like a demanding industry affect your sort of family life as like a father and a husband?
Yeah, it is very, very demanding. First of all, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on this phone call. Only because it's mad
I hope everything
situation to
goes
be in.
great and
Yeah, hopefully.
everyone is healthy. But yeah, it does. It's the nature of the beast, really. It's probably the job you love. You'll always love this job because it's so rewarding and it's you're doing what you love to do. But then on the other side of it, you have people behind you that you can't always go to the weddings, you can't always go to the christenings or the nights out and all that, and they're difficult as well. Now, we all have very understanding partners, that's all I can say. You know, without them being very understanding, we don't know where we'd be today.
Definitely, man.
You know?
Yes.
And even the children are understanding. There's a lot of things we miss and we try to make up as best we can, but maybe nobody knows. Are we making mistakes or not doing these things? We don't know, but we still have to put food on the table and a roof over the heads and a car under the arse. So you have to weigh up the pros and the cons, and all I can say is we have very, very, very patient wives and girlfriends and all that at home, so we do. So
yeah, because you wouldn't be doing it if they weren't there and behind your back. You wouldn't, like, can guarantee that.
Exactly. It's so it is that demanding, and it is. Like, I love to go, and I always say this, I love to go away, but I always love to come home.
Yep.
People often say, would you live there? And not the hope would I live in America or Germany or Italy or the UK, anywhere.
Well, I did live in America for 3 years. Like, I would never go back to the place again. Like, to be honest, I mightn't be in my hands to go back. Like, but saying that there, but no, it's I'm definitely a home bird swim, like, in that sort of sense of the word.
Home, and that's where you're happiest, you know. And so you just want to give everyone at home the best life you can. So you're trying to do everything you can at that time to make it that way, you know.
So, Richie, we're going to sort of close out the interview with another Dreams of Freedom song. It's one you've released this year. Actually, it's an original single that you've released in memory of the hunger strikes this year on the 40th anniversary. It's a track called, obviously I've played it many, many times in the show before. So you've named the song Ireland's Martyrs of 81. So tell us a wee bit about this song. Sort of firstly, why you wanted to release a song about the hunger strikes. Did you have a fair bit of research into doing this particular song?
Yeah, it's like you think you know enough about a subject until you start writing a song or delving into something, you know.
Yep.
And when we sat down to write the song, we kind of had a bit of an air in our head and our kind of what direction we wanted to go, and we wanted to mention all the names of the 10 hunger strikers. So we kind of came up with a plot for the song that we named as many places as we can as well, and it's literally our small tiny contribution to the memory of those 10 brave men who they gave up their lives for the likes of you and me. When you put it into the smaller context, the likes of you and me is what them men were fighting for, and for them to lay down their lives for us is very humbling, especially when you're looking into their backgrounds and when you're trying to write a song about them, and it's a lot of the time you would be a bit nervous doing it, you know, because it is going to be scrutinized, no matter if it's only one person or 10 people that listen to it or 5 people. It doesn't matter to me how many people listen to it. It's just that we wanted to be able to have some small contribution to the memory of those 10 brave men, you know.
So listen, Richie, again, apologies for cutting out in the middle there, but these things happen.
No apology needed.
So listen, Richie, thank you very much, and I really hope to see you. Obviously, it'll probably be February down in Cork at Martin's gig, the Mallow Ball Fest. Really looking forward to it.
Please God.
So I'll maybe get you actually on. I'm hoping to do a bit of a live show at some stage that weekend. So I'll maybe get yourself and the band a few in for a wee bit of a longer chat. So listen, Richie, thank you very much for coming on, and have a good weekend, mate. And hopefully you enjoy your double gig this evening up there in the Kingdom.
For sure.
So listen,
we will for sure.
All right, mate. Cheers. Thanks very much. But I'll talk later on.
Thanks very much, Ro.
All right.
Thanks very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah, folks, that was Richie O'Brien there from Dreams of Freedom. So we're going to play the song now that we spoke about. It's the original song they released this year, called Ireland's Martyrs of 81. Fantastic song, so it is, I have to say. And when you listen to the words in it, actually this is an original Dreams of Freedom song. So we'll get this here on for you, folks, and then hopefully we'll build up the numbers on YouTube and Facebook, and just let you know what happened there in the middle of when both streams cut out. Basically, whenever the tripod so to say moved earlier on at the start of the show, my charger came out of the phone, and I didn't realise it came out. And obviously the battery was going, when you're going live, the battery eats up really, really fast. So I didn't know the battery was running down, and that's why I cut out. And it's just a shame that it happened mid-interview. But listen, when you're doing something live, these things happen, so do. So well, at least we got the full interview anyway. So we go. This is the brilliant Dreams of Freedom from County Kerry with Ireland's Martyrs of 81.
Mother went up to reap the corn and leave where I was born.
No, that is Gary Hogue with the Rocky Redundancy. Hopefully it plays this time for me. Folks, let's just say the first day back in the studio hasn't gone according to plan, but here we go. This is time. This is Ireland's Martyrs of 81, Dreams of Freedom.
To break us they tried, but took us for fools. No brave volunteer would follow their rules. We fought till the end, our belief was so strong. We want a free Ireland where the Brits don't belong. 40 years have passed now since those brave young men stood up for their rights, the heroic gallant 10. Not even the cruelty they endured through that living hell could deter them from their cause in that H-block cell. Bobby Sands from Belfast, a rebel to the core. Your name we will remember and cherish forevermore. Francis Hughes of Balahi, fearless against the crown. With your fight for Irish freedom, you never left us down. Those brave young men of 81, honoured to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers, gone down in history. A gallant Ray McCreesh from South Armagh came he. As clever a soldier there was to evade the enemy. Patsy O'Hara, brave and bold, from the heart of Free Derry town. Known for his resilience, they failed to break him down. Joe MacDonald from the Falls Road, a brave soldier was he, standing by his comrades, showing faith and loyalty. Martin Harrison was a member of the East Tyrone Brigade, courageous till the end, his defiance never swayed. Those brave young men of 81, hungered to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers, gone down in history. Kevin Lynch of Dungiven, from a sporting family, to gain political status their demands were priority. Kieran Doherty from Belfast, fighting for the prisoners' cause, with courage and with bravery to suppress cruel England's laws. Balahi's Thomas McElwee was the youngest of the 10. His unwavering determination will we ever see again. Mikey Devine from Free Derry, the last man to die, a rebel proud and true, and nobody can deny. Those brave young men of 81, honoured to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers gone down in history. Thatcher tried to quench the flame for our rights to be free, but British justice is all it was, now all the world can see. Prisoners of war is what we were, and that's no shame to say. We fought for our rights and integrity, and it's our legacy today. Those brave young men of 81, honoured to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers gone down in history. Those brave young men of 81, honoured to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers gone down in history.
Fantastic there, folks. That is Ireland's Martyrs of 81 from Dreams of Freedom, County Kerry. I just heard Richie O'Brien on the phone there, folks, for his interview. So, Richie, thank you very much. And again, my apologies for the little break in the interview there with that. To say just gremlins, yep. I'm getting the piss literally took out of my eyes. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. Celine just says, Jesus, can you imagine Rebel Sunday and Rory gets a call? Celine, that's all with me. I was doing a gig last night on Friday night as well, and I'm going myself, what happens if I get a phone call here to go down to the hospital and like, or Laura phoned, the waters are broke, whatever. It's definitely squeaky bum time now, so it is like, but it would be just my luck this to happen in the middle of this show. But all I can say is, if you see me on the phone when the music's on and literally me run out on the, but listen, I will let you know before I go off if it happens, but hopefully it doesn't. Crazy, so it is. Right, so listen, yeah, that was Ireland's Men of 81, so we're still here, folks, for another hour and 25 minutes, right? Not a problem. Beaver, are you heading off, are you, mate? Where are you for? Are you going out on your big date, are you? Beaver's off to the pub to see what the crack is, to piss off the filth in the Bun pub. Henry McCann says, Rogue, to please play Easter Time, Freedom Sons by the Barleycorn. Yeah, I'll maybe get that on for you. I'll be look for it. So I have another hour and 25 minutes left, folks. So any more tunes you want, let me know. I'm hoping this here battery night holds up of the charger in. Hopefully it's charging while this is going on. With a bit of luck. It's a rookie mistake. It only ever happened once. And it was at the very start in the old studio up in the own house, so it was. So, right, Stevie, I'm going to play for you, Culty. So, folks, if any of you weren't listening last week to the live show, probably the three biggest songs were these two I'm going to play now and the Maniac 2000, right? They were absolutely, I think it was because so many culties there last week, they're really loving it, so we're going to do them for you today. The next two songs, definitely not Rebel songs, so but we'll definitely get loads more rebs on before we finish up this afternoon. We've plenty more time, so here we go. This is we'll go to this one. So these two songs are, I'll say, if you were listening to the stream last week, you would have seen how much the crowd really get into these. So for all these culties who are listening today, I hope you enjoy these next two songs. And maybe, if you know all the words to this one, sing along, because it gets faster and faster and faster and faster. Here we go. Right.
Oh, no, the rat and dog, come up, down, tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree, tree in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Hey! Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And on the slum there was a branch, a rare branch, a rattling branch, branch on the limb on the tree, and the tree in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And on the twig there was a leaf, a rare leaf, a rattling leaf, leaf on twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the tree, and the tree in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And on this bog there was a hare, a rare hare, a rattling hare, hare on the bog on the leaf, and the leaf on the twig, and the twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the tree, and the tree in the bog down in the valley. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, Lord, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh.
Bone lifting, sowing, baling, drawing, hauling, number breaking, backing, stacking, plowing, crashing, tipping, wrapping, deal doors flapping, sucking, diesel, cutting, trucking, spreading, piping, double, clutching, spinning, sliding, digging, rigging, raring, tearing, losing, win. Oh, hit the diff and pray that she goes all the way. When I'm flat to the mat with party hats, I'm heading for, they'd say. They thought we were quitting. Well, when the sun went down, with a flame from the pipe we drove all night till the fuel it ran out. Oh, give me a yoke with plenty of poke on a can of easy start, and 1,500 acres hauling 40 ton of grass. I said goodbye before July to the woman in an awful rush, and it was near Christmas before I got back in touch. I found a set but I had no brakes, couldn't keep it cool. With loads of power right behind an hour, so I give them pump a screw. Out all night with no lights, only seeing stars, and gleaming from the moon, and the diesel light in the dash. Mowing, lifting, sowing, baling, drawing, hauling, number breaking, backing, stacking, plowing, crashing, tipping, wrapping, tail doors flapping, sucking, diesel, cutting, trucking, spreading, piping, double, clutching, spinning, sliding, digging, rigging, raring, tearing, losing, win. Oh, hit the diff and pray that she goes all the way. When I'm flat to the mat with the party hats, I'm heading for, they'd say. Well, I thought that we were quitting. Well, when the sun went down, with a flame from the pipe we drove all night till the fuel it ran out. Overload on the downhill road, slapping through the
Right, I just literally got two texts there of the WhatsApp going, Ro, seriously, the fuck is this shit? See, there was Diff Marty Moan will do it most especially for Stevie because he did Culture and Heart today, and the Rattling Bog Flop woman. See them two songs last week went down absolutely mad outside McElhaney's. They were loving it, so they were. So yeah, there you go. Valerie Glennie says play anything with Damien Quinn for Terry, not a problem. We'll get one on for you. Just talking there about the Marty Moan there, Stevie. I was doing a job during the week. I got sent up to Billyborough in County Cavan, and literally I thought I seen these two lorries. I was like, I know I'd colour scheme, and basically it was big. It was Marty Moon's big tea cab, so it was. And literally, see, only I was in a hurry. I was running late for this call, and I pulled over on the side of the road and got in and I got a picture with him. He had a big old Scania, big old school one, and then plus his big tea cab as well. So that's madness. There you go, Marty Moon. James Deb McLeish, a class tune with them boys on the farm working their asses off during this busy season. I'm getting the feelings aren't like the old culture stuff, definitely not. Right, so moving on, folks, this is Rebel Sundays with the Rebel podcast. Myself, Ro, we're here at 5 o'clock. So hopefully we might have to get 18 Brit songs because we've been on YouTube or we've been on Facebook for a bit too long here, so we have. So that will be getting turned off very soon. So here we go. This is another track from Kelly's Men's album, recorded live at the Crescent Bar. Studs Lanigan. Last week's show was a hilarious show. You wonder why. You were probably perving at all of me young wee girls, were you? So you were jumping about there, Studs. Jim Slavin says, can you play Mickey Devine, The Ultimate Sacrifice? Yes, I'll look in that there. So Jim, not a problem. This is another song about two great Dairy volunteers, George and Pop. Cracking song us here. I just love the way Kelly's Men do it. So this is the version I always tend to play. So yeah, folks, here we go. Any more requests, get them in. We'll get them on before the last hour and 20 minutes or so for you.
On the slopes of the Craigan, one morning in May, four lads left their base with hearts young and gay.
Their cause was for freedom, a cause long denied, and the foreign oppressor they went to defy.
While patrolling our streets, they met with the foe. With the guns at Richie, our lads had to go.
So we raise up our hands
and we'll curse that British land who torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their paths. But my heart is broken too. Won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our George and Pop, and they'll not stop me and you.
for the police. It went silent when the shooting died down. Two young lads lay there dead on the streets of our town. Just another 2 lives lost for the ongoing fight. And in Derry we mourn on that faithful night.
So we raise up our hands and we curse that British land who torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their path. But my heart is broken too. Oh, won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our George and Pop, and they'll not stop me and you.
Hey Georgie and Paul, they like cold as stone. It is fighting for Derry, their own native home.
So we'll always remember, and don't you ever forget, we they fighting for Jerry and Queen of the Dead. Let's hear ya!
So we will
takes across their path, but my heart is broken too. Won't you tell me what to do? We couldn't stop our Georgian love, and will not stop me. Can you? So we will raise up our hands, and we'll curse our British land, who torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their paths. But my heart is broken too. Oh, won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our Georgian pop, and will not stop me and you. Thank you.
There you go. Brendan Kelly's me on there, folks. The Ball of Georgian Pop. This is Rebel. I'll say this is Ballad Sundays. Yeah, it's Rebel Sundays. There's Marty McGinnis song. What's the crack, Marty? Great stuff, bro. Good to see you back at it. Yes, mate, back on. No, nothing else for it. Good to see you out working away, mate. James Deb McClave said, can you please play Damien Quinn and Aaron Sands' version of Grace? Yes, actually, it's not up on Spotify, but I'll try and dig it out of YouTube, so well, mate, not a problem. Let's see. Have a cork, I've turned. So it's looking like Limerick are going to run over Cork this afternoon, going with the first bit anyway, so they are, but yeah, listen, it was always in the saying, even there, Richie said, looks like Limerick haven't get into third gear yet this afternoon, so they might do it there against Cork. They let the Liam McCarthy again, so they might, for the, be a third time in a row, I don't know. But I see there's lots of people have tuned out. Maybe they're all watching the match, but listen, we're here still on Facebook for the minute, and we're still on YouTube till 5, so folks, any more tunes you want. So Henry McCann had asked me for that there Freedom Sons Easter Time by the Barleycorn. Yep, go get one more song and then I'll get that on for you, mate. I've just found it there on Spotify, so not a problem. So let's see who asked me for the Mickey Devine song. Let's see. Yeah, so Jim Slavin, who is listening on Facebook, said, "Can I please play Mickey Devine, The Ultimate Sacrifice?" And of course, on Friday past there, folks, was the 21st actually, was it? The 20th of August was the 40th anniversary of Mickey Devine, with it being the very last Hunger Striker Day. 40 years this year, folks, it's madness. So Jim, this one is spicy for you. We're going to move on with the tunes. This is Mickey Devine, The Ultimate Sacrifice. And actually not sure who sings this here one. It doesn't say it. I've just got it off YouTube here, so I haven't even listened to this song yet, so it'll be my first time listening to this version as well. So Jim, this one is spicy for you. Hope you enjoy it, folks.
It's a very poor existence for a man who's in his prime to be thrown behind a fence with no way home. But my oath will not be broken, for long blanket years I've done, and my sister makes me feel I'm not alone. All my memories down in springtime, as a child she'd hold my hand through the winding paths of poverty we'd run. With leaking roofs and dampness, under coats we'd cuddle up in that tin can filthy slum to end all slums. Remember my words, we gave our lives the ultimate sacrifice to pay. Just give a token, reach out your hands to prevent this tragedy. A festering sore on the face of Mother Ireland's shamrock shore, and those responsible must be smashed beyond repair. So we climbed the hill to Cregan, where we finally settled down. In our father's eyes would never see you wait. As we gathered around for Christmas, he was badly taken ill, and with nearly 6 weeks past our dad's bed. So with the hardships came the troubles, as the people from the streets, I could sense a real awakening in my mind. For the killings mounted higher, I enlisted to the ranks. Then our mother died and left us both behind. Remember my words, we gave our lives the ultimate sacrifice to pay. Just give a token, reach out your hands to prevent this tragedy. A festering sore on the face of Mother Ireland's shamrock shore, and those responsible must be smashed beyond repair. In my struggle, I was captured. First peeling guns, they gave 12 years. I joined the protest to defy the years to come. And all my thoughts for Louise and Michael kept me warm through nights of cold, and my collie brought me hope when hope was gone. So for our rights today we hunger. 9 great men have gone to rest. Can you hear them call my name from fields afar? I was born in a Colton hellhole. That's exactly how I'll part. We're a newfound generation who'll win this war. Well, now my body dead and buried, and the pain has long since gone. But there's a lasting wish, my friends, and I still hold. Its fulfillment lies with Ireland. Every conscience must respond. Make your stand for every nation must be told. For it's a very poor existence for a man who's in his prime to be thrown behind the fence, the long way home. But my hope will not be broken, for long blanket years I've gone, and my sister may.
There we go, folks. That is Mickey Devine, The Ultimate Sacrifice. So it is, that was requested by Jim Slavin, who asked for it on Facebook. There you go. So I'd never actually heard that song before, so I haven't. Because I was actually looking for a Mickey Devine song to play on the show today. So which is why I just done the rule of honour to start, because as we missed a few of the anniversaries, so we did over the last few weeks, seeing that I was off the show with the old Rona. So yeah, James Devin McClave says, never heard this song before, good tune. And of course, Ronan McDonald, the fountain of knowledge that he always is. When I sort of said there, wasn't sure who was singing that there. So yeah, he says a great song sung by Big Pat. You know, Big Pat, who's a bass player in Shebeen. Written by Dougie Breslin in his Panger band days. So there you go. Yeah, it was Big Pat, written by Dougie Breslin. So cheers, Ronan, for the info there. Listen, Beaver's getting some grief here, so he is. But a few comments there were a bit like, I don't know. Henry McKenna's was a bit. That's why I was going to get there for. It wasn't actually your studs, so it wasn't. Yeah. So but Stevie just said to him. He says, I texted Beaver there and asked him, was she a munter? And he didn't know what I meant. And I said, send me and Marty a photo later, and we will let you know. Jesus Christ, Stevie. Me, man. There you go. Yes, I think Marty's getting the old spanner warmed up, so he is here to beat a few people around the head. But Brendan Owen says, hello everyone, hail from Fermanagh. Good to see you on. Cheers, Brendan. Dan Seacroft says, Ro, we shout out to Katie Lapham from Hamilton, who's on her way back here, but she's listening to you over there. Happy days. Margaret Tully, hail from Livingston in Scotland. Thank you very much, Margaret. Yep, definitely below the belt there. So it was. Marty, come on, you need that spanner. I'll be demoting you. So well, I might give it Stevie Holbrook the spanner instead of you, mate. So mate, because you're not getting these here comments quick enough. So you're not. Right, what do I have lined up here next? So let's see who asked for this here. I think it was Henry had asked for the Barleycorn song. Just go double check and see if we can find it. On the let's see, where is it? There it is. So yeah, Henry McKenna, would you please play Easter Time Freedom Sons by the Barleycorn? So yeah, I found it there on Spotify. So Henry, this one is spicy for you, man. Hope you enjoy it. This is Rebel Sundays, folks, for another hour to go for you till 5 o'clock. So yes, hope you're having a nice afternoon. If anybody is watching the match, folks, please just let me know the score, will you? Because I obviously can't see it here. I have two laptops in front of me and a phone, and I still can't see the match. So just let me know the score of the All Ireland final between Limerick and Cork, if you'd be so kind. So Henry, this one is spicy for you. Here we go. That is like the second time this happened today. See, Spotify, it goes to the next song, and that's one I hit play on. But so I had to actually go in, hit on the song itself. It's very amateurish today, folks. See if any of you is at all give me a tip or donation. I think I should be sending you back, because this today has been a complete comedy show. There's Dal. What's the crack? Haven't seen you about, Dal. How you doing? How you getting on with the punching bag, mucker? Margaret Tully, yep, Celtics playing well. They definitely are playing well indeed. So isn't second time lucky. Easter time, Freedom's Sons, especially for Henry McCann. Here we go. That's it.
They were the men with the vision, the men with the cause, the men who defied their oppressors' laws, the men who traded their chains for guns. Born into slavery, they were freedom's sons. At Easter time, 1916, when flowers bloomed and leaves were green, there dawned a day when freedom's cry called on brave men, come fight or die. They were the men with the vision, the men with the cause, The men who defied their oppressors' laws, the men who traded their chains for guns. Born into slavery, they were freedom's sons. In Dublin town, they fought and died with Pierce, MacDermot and McBride. Ourselves alone, their battle cry, and freedom rang through that Easter sky. They were the men with the vision, the men with the cause, the men who defied their oppressors' laws, the men who traded their chains for guns. Born into slavery, they were freedom's sons. A poet's dream had sparked that flame, a raging fire it soon became. And from that fire of destiny arose a nation proud and free. They were the men with the vision, the men with the cause, the men who defied their oppressors' laws, the men who traded their chains for guns. Born into slavery, they were freedom's sons. 6 counties are in bondage still. They died brave men, was this their will? Until we're free and oppression cease, only then brave men can sleep in peace. They were the men with the vision, the men with the cause, the men who defied their oppressors' laws, the men who traded their chains for guns. Born into slavery, they were freedom's sons. Born into slavery, they were freedom's sons.
Oh, Father, why are you so sad on this bright Easter morn, when Irishmen are proud and glad of the land where they were born? Oh, son, I see in memory view a far-off distant day, when being just a boy like you, I joined the IRA. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Gromacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. From hills and farms the call to arms was heard by one and all, and from the glen came brave young men to answer Ireland's call. 'Twas long ago we faced the foe, the old brigade and me, and by my side they fought and they died that Ireland might be free. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Gromacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. And now, my son, I've told you why on Easter morn I sigh, for I recall my comrades all in dark old days gone by, and I think of men who fought in Glen with rifle and grenade. May heaven keep the men who sleep from the ranks of the old brigade. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Bromacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Bromacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade.
There we go. That was Kathleen Largy for you with the Boys of the Old Brigade, and before that one there we had the Freedom Sons. That was played for Henry up one, so it was. So I always liked playing a wee bit of Kathleen Largy on the show. Marty Haney says, Cream Buns winning 2-1. The Rats, listen, we'll only win 2-1 next week, Marty. We all know what's going to happen. There's going to be a rout next Sunday. Still be debated what's going to happen next with the show next week, whether if this baby hasn't came along, I think it's going to happen this week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So maybe out of the house next week, next Sunday to do the show. But my sort of plan would be to do an hour. So I always do the 4 hours of the show. Do an hour before the show, maybe 11 to 12, and just a few Celtic songs that everybody warmed up for a bit of crack, and then do from 2 to 4 instead of the other 3 hours after it. Might do that there. We'll see during the week. Bobby Fields, what's the crack, Bobby? Good man, row up in sunny Bundoran today. You love it, mate. Seriously, you can get away with it. Fair play to you. Elaine said, "Where's my dinner, Marty?" I know, Marty, here. Listen, you can't be here spannering in this YouTube stream, and like your wife needs fed, as she does. Margaret Toy says, what was that? I meant the tune you played from Spotify sounded Spanish. Keep playing the rebel tunes. Well, the tune I played was Bella Ciao from the Wakes, and I normally play it every other week. It's a cracking song, so it is. Bella Ciao. Oh, I love it, so do. Margaret Toy says, looking at the Broad Black Bimmer. Yes, I'll see if I can get that in for you before we finish up this afternoon. Dinner's ready. Happy days, Marty. Terry Craney says that Celtic will put the buns in their place next week. Here's hoping. Ange Ball is going to be going to the shitbox, also known as Ibrox, and putting on a show. That mates, I would have no fear going to these next week at all. To be honest, I would be surprised if that match finishes 2-1 today, definitely. Right. Let's see. Martin, he says, I want to do the show for you, so well. Right, what are we going to do next? See, actually, I just got a picture sent through there by my mate Mark Bolton, all slagging the milkman. He's from Tyrone nursery, but I normally only ever see him over at the Celtic Fest, but he was up there last week for the Lufthones kick, and he called into the bar at McElhenny's to try and watch the match. All of the other boys. So he called over and we got a selfie. So he just sent me through there. Bo Lochran as well was up. So it was great to see Bo and his family. So he got a picture, and it was mad, folks. See, last week the amount of people that asked me, he says, "Can I get a photograph? Can I get a watch the show every week?" And I'm like, "Oh, brilliant! Yes, no problem. Cheers." It was something funny. There's loads of young girls there, and these two wee girls says, "Can we get a photograph of you?" So I said they were standing behind the booth where I was set up. They're like, "Can we get a photograph of you?" I said, "I no problem. Come on." And one of their friends went, Who's that there? Who are you getting a photograph of? And the wee girl goes, I don't know who he is, but all the rest of them are getting a photograph of him, so we're going to get a picture with him. I was like, oh, cheers, Will. I says, make sure you tune into the show on a Sunday. Paul Hillman says, 4 Green Fields, big man from Greenock and Republican. Right, so it looks like Limerick are going to run away with this here, so they are. There we go. Right, so what do I have lined up next? I'm just checking here. What do I have lined up there next? So somebody was asking me, I think it was looking to play a bit of Damien Quinn, who asked it earlier on the YouTube stream. So we're going to do a song. Actually, speaking of the hunger strikes, we'll go do this here song here, and then we're going to do the Marty tune for Will the Black. We're going to do the Clover version of it. So yeah, this is a song Damien wrote himself, called Song of the Lark, and this is actually from Damien's album called Song of the Lark. So we're going to do this one. It's the title track, fantastic song from Damien Quinn. So it is. So see, James McCleaves would say there, I couldn't believe Emer went and watched that shit team called Coventry Saturday instead of going to see watch the mighty Baggies. I was watching her Snapchats yesterday. Her and Mara, they seem to be having good crack, sneaking their own alcoholic beverages in anyway to watch the game. So they were. So here we go. This is Damien Quinn, folks, with a Song of the Lark on Rebel Sundays. Here we go.
Let us guide your spirit home. We'll fly beside you till your journey's done. We'll sing sweet melodies to thee. For young Bobby Sands and his comrades are free, locked up in their cells with no natural light, tortured and beaten by day and by night, wrapped up in a blanket in a cold edge black cell. These young Irish patriots were living in hell. So a protest was started for their 5 demands, a hunger for justice led by Bobby Sands. With his 9 brave companions they gave up their lives. The lark and the free bird are with them tonight. Let us guide your spirit home. We'll fly beside you till your journey's done. We'll sing sweet melodies to thee. For young Bobby Sands and his comrades are free. There's Hughes and O'Hara, Devine and there's Sands, Doherty and Lynch, McElwee made a stand. MacDonald and Hersand and Raymond McCreesh, until Ireland is free they will not rest in peace. No greater love than to lay down your life for your fellow comrades, a brave sacrifice. As years they rode onwards, we'll think of these men. We salute you, brave comrades, till we meet again. Let us guide your spirit home. We'll fly beside you till your journey's done. We'll sing sweet melodies to thee. For young Bobby Sands and his comrades are free. Many years have passed by and their memories live on through young generations who'll sing you these songs of our true gallant heroes of the year 81, who took on the might of the Brits and they won. So come all you people, both gallant and true, remember these brave men who died then for you. They gave up their lives for you and for me. One Ireland, one island, united and free. Let us guide your spirit home. We'll fly beside you till your journey's done. We'll sing sweet melodies to thee. For young Bobby Sands and his comrades are free. Let us guide your spirit home. We'll fly beside you till your journey's done. We'll sing sweet melodies to thee. For young Bobby Sands and his comrades are free. For young Bobby Sands and his comrades are free.
Oh, farewell to Balahi, likewise Hamlet and the green hills of Derry that I dearly love. All my thoughts return folks told me of Ireland's plight. So with gallant Frances, I follow their cause to conquer a tyrant and defy England's laws. Through the hills of South Derry, we marched and we drilled. Through our exploits and actions, all Irish youth thrilled. The most feared men in Ulster, volunteers on the run. We gave England our answer from the barrels of our guns. Oh, farewell to Balahi, likewise Hamlet on the green hills of Derry, that I dearly love. My thoughts return to you from my dark age box now. Old friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. Oh, gallant South Derry, you're forever blessed in this struggle for freedom. You've given your best. There's Hughes and there's Bates and Sheridan and Lee. Oh, inscribed with their names down, brave Tom McAwee. Oh, farewell to Balahi, likewise Hamlet on the green hills of Derry, that I dearly love. Oh, my thoughts return to you from my dark age blocks out. Old friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. Oh, farewell to Balahi, likewise Hamlet on the green hills of Derry, that I dearly love. My thoughts return to you from my dark age blocks out. Old friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. Old friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell.
There we go. That is the sound of Farewell to Balahi, McAwee's Farewell from Clover, from their sort of latest album dedicated to the hunger strikes, the 40th anniversary this year. No Criminal in Me. So Quiva, top marks for a play there for you on that one. Get the sick pole out. It looks like Limerick are literally they're running red here, so they are. Just want to see what the score was there at half time. Half time 3-18 to 1-11. Jesus Christ. Cork might need to show up here, come out in the second half, be out in bars, will they? Let's see. Getting loads of love at their Damien Quinn song there, the Song of the Lark. There's Joe McKernan. She's a fantastic song, big man. Cheers. Francis McPeak, yep. Excellent song, so it is. James Devon McClave says, so when are you coming across the England road to do a tour? James, if only it was that easy. Because I had sort of muted the idea there a few weeks ago. I put on Facebook about actually doing like a bit of a wee mini tour in Scotland, bringing the sort of live show what I sort of actually done last week and stuff. And we're doing Bundoran, and there was a lot of interest in it. I've actually spoken to a few bars, and they were definitely interested in bringing it on. And that was sort of quickly put on the back burners, so it was, by my beautiful, gorgeous, heavily pregnant, hormonal wife. Once she's seen the post on Facebook, she come up. I was literally ready to go sleep, and she lands in the bedroom. And she says, sort of waving the phone. Like she says, "And when do you think you're going to Scotland? Do you?" And basically the words were, "She says, do you think you're going to fuck off to Scotland for the weekend and leave me here with 2 kids? I don't think so." And that was it. She says, "Not a chance of it. That's even happening this year." And I just don't worry. No, I don't want to hear nothing. She says, "Get any idea out of your head about going over to Scotland and going on the piss for a weekend, because that is what it's going to be. You never made any podcast or whatever. You're going to go on the rip in Scotland for a weekend, and you're going to leave me here with 2 kids. I don't fucking think so." And I was like, right, all right, well, no problem. But it's right there's on the back burner. So James, that's your answer there about the English thing. I'd love to go over to England, do a few gigs. Maybe we could do it on a whole weekend, you know. Elaine says, so Marty wants me to give his head a break. LOL. Anyone have a breeze, Black Hanley? Oh God. Let's see. Maybe Cork will do a second half in Limerick the same way Limerick did in Tip. I can't see it. See, it's those Sports Direct shirts. They're bad. They're bad looks. They are. So I'd say if you're wearing them and taking Mike Isley's money for you all you bloody langers there and down in County Cork. Marty says, "This multitasking ain't good. I just stirred the gravy with the spanner." James Corbett says, "Looking fab. P.P. Rooney by Damien Quinn if I can row. I'll see if we can fit it in before we finish up the show today." Right, so Studs Lanigan was looking for Beneath a Single Banner. Yep, you asked for it a few times, so yeah, no problem. Just found it there on Spotify. So this is hopefully this doesn't get us cut off because it's an Irish Brigade song. We're back on Facebook again, so we'll soon see. So here we go. This is especially for Studs who asked this one. This is the Irish Brigade with Beneath a Single Banner, folks, on Rebel Sundays. Here we go.
In the county Donegal, where the grass grows green and tall, around the sun-kissed beaches of leisure, with the village of Dunlow and the Isle of Arranmore, sure for beauty there's no land could be richer. It was there when I was young I first heard the verses sung of the fight against foreign imposition, of the glory and the pain of the youths who died in vain to save Ireland dear from partition. I learned of battles fierce, of Connolly and Pearse, and the many, many more who were taken. And I knew within my heart I would surely play my part ere the cause for which they died be forsaken. With my father I did go to the hills above Dunlow, where I joined the provincial division. But my father sorely paid, taken in a border raid and shot down near Omagh for sedition. true Irish manner. Oh, for freedom is the call, till we rally one and all, united beneath a single banner. Oh, for freedom is the call, till we rally one and all, united beneath a single banner.
There we go. Beneath a single banner from the Irish from Our Day Will Come album. So that was played for Studs Lanigan, who asked that one there. So there you go, mate. Hope you enjoyed that one. I think Stevie Holbrook now, maybe he has he's been hitting the head with a spanner, so he has after this last comment. Let's see, here we go. So this isn't coming from my mouth. I'm just reading a comment that Stevie wrote here on YouTube. He says, Marty, they don't understand. They should be in the kitchen getting dinner ready, running the Hoover around and drawing ice cold beer to us. Women have an easy time of it. Oh, Stevie, why would you say that there for? Hopefully, your missus now hears that there comment that I give out, saying she mightn't have seen it, you know, but saying you posted it, she haven't. Oh, Jesus Christ, mate. Yeah, but you definitely feel my pain. Listen, we're all the same. So it is. It's like, folks, no matter what, at the end of the day, if you're in a house and you're busy with a married or relationship, whatever, they're the boss and that's it. And you have to just do what they tell you. And anybody that says anything different is full of shit. That's it. Let's see. Carl answers, yep. Yes, Stephen, that's why your wife not a happy face. Give her a wee hand, as you don't do much anyway. Oh, there we go. Shots fired there, Carl answers, so it is. Right, so and then trying to find it here where somebody had asked me to play the H-Block song. I'm just looking who had asked me for it. I think it was Derek, was it maybe? Where is it? Where is this song? Cannot find it. Yeah, so I think it was Carl Ann and Derek and all them that were looking for the H-Block song. So we'll do the original Francie Brawley version. Another one found on Spotify, which was fantastic. A lot of the stuff. This isn't on my hard drive, so it's great to find. Providing you have a decent internet connection. So listen, Fusion did ask this one on YouTube. Here we go. This is Francie Brawley with the late Francie Brawley with the H-Block song, folks.
I am a proud young Irishman. In Ulster's hills my life began. A happy boy through green fields ran. I kept God's and man's laws. But when my age was barely 10, my country's wrongs were told again by tens of thousands marching men, and my heart stirred to the cause. So I'll wear no convict's uniform, nor meekly serve my time, that Britain might brand Ireland's fight 800 years of crime. I learned of centuries of strife, of cruel laws, injustice rife. I saw now in my own young life the fruits of foreign sway. Protesters threatened, tortured, maimed, divisions nurtured, passions flamed, outrage provoked, rights cause defamed. This is the conqueror's way. So I'll wear no convict's uniform, nor meekly serve my time, that Britain might brand Ireland's fight, 800 years of crime. Descended from proud Connacht clan, Concannon served cruel Britain's plan. Man's inhumanity to man had spawned a trusty slave. No strangers are these bolts and locks, no new design, these dark age blocks. Black Cromwell lives while Mason stalks, the bully taunts the brave. But I'll wear no convict's uniform, nor meekly serve my time, that Britain might brand Ireland's fight, 800 years of crime. Does Britain need 1,000 years of protest, riot, death and tears, or will this past decade of fears of 80 decades spell an end to Ireland's agony, new hope for human dignity? And will the last obscenity be this grim H-block cell? I'll wear no convict's uniform, nor meekly serve my time, that Britain might brand Ireland's fight, 800 years of crime.
There we go, the brilliant Francine Ann Brawley here for you with the Hits Black song, and that was I think it was for Carl Ann, who asked for on YouTube earlier on there. So I'm just looking through here. I see Jane McClave says, I love my wife more than anything, but she sometimes talks some shit, especially on the weekend when he asks, are you stopping sober today? And all I do is smile back at her with no words. Here, it's just way you can get away with it, James, for a pretty mate. Cause getting away to the football every week, well, at least you're taking the kid with you, so that's your way of getting rid of it, There's opened a whole can of worms here, Stevie, you have here on YouTube, honestly. James Corbett says that he's putting his 2 tuppence worth. I said to my missus, if you want me to do Hoover and get me a pair of boxing gloves and a Dyson Hoover, she says, well, why the gloves? I says, I want to be Dyson Fury. Oh, Jesus Christ, mate. Oh, you're hilarious. Use Bal Murphy once. You should be comedians. Oh, 6 you should. Right, so we're going to try and fit in as many tunes here, folks, on the last 25 minutes here as possible. So, folks, if you are enjoying the show today, since we've seemed to have recovered from the madness from earlier on, if you're enjoying the show, drop us a wee tip or donation if you can. There's a wee QR code here just to save me here on the screen. You scan it with your phone, or there's the link is just paypal.me/DJ Rose Show. Or if you haven't got PayPal, whatever, and you just want to do this, a few people have sent me a bank transfer, which is cheers, yes, every week. Thank you, you really do appreciate it. You don't honestly know how much you appreciate it. So yeah, if you can, just send me a wee PM, I'll find the details if you want to send me bank transfer. And again, Darren, last week, mate, thanks for throwing out to me on the loans. Obviously, he'd said I don't have PayPal, and he threw me a few quid. So and Darren, mate, thank you very much, really much appreciated as well. James just said, yep, my son is my world partner in crime, mate, definitely fair play to you. It's great bringing up the kids, bringing them actually to watch football. I'd seen something on Facebook last week saying, listen, children, it was a picture of some kid like a wee Sunday league ground watching a game. Kids shouldn't be brought up thinking that football is something you watch on TV. If you can bring your kids to a proper match, go and do it, mate. So fair play to you, honestly. 3-2 now. Did they get back? 3-2 to the Buns. Jeez, you never make a draw. So, mate, right, listen, we're going to do this one here for who asked for it? Let's see where are you. Paul Hillman says, hers on the back of my neck or standing on my neck. What a tune. I'm a modern man. Dinner in the oven as well. The missus is always on the ball. And plus, congratulations to you both. Thank you very much, mate. Just hoping this phone doesn't ring during the show today. So we're going to do a song for you. You asked me to play Ireland Unfree, Shall Never Be a Peace. I think there's Bobby Field said it right. He says, "Row behind every good man is an even better woman, mate. And you know your bread is buttered on, just like me. CUD." Yes, so we're going to do this one special for Paul Hillam, who's asked for it on Facebook. So we're going to do. I love Tommy Byrne singing this song. Just something about it. It's just fantastic. Tommy Byrne is just he's the man. Like, you know, he's getting older now. But even at I watched a few videos from their concert last week in the Falls Park, and he hasn't lost it. Like, so he hasn't. So big up Tommy Byrne. So this one is spicy for Paul Hillam. And this might be the one that gets us cut off Facebook. So maybe here we go. This is Ireland Unfree by the Wolf Tones, folks, on Rebel Sundays.
In a dimly lit room by the smouldering fire sat an old man so lonely, so sad and so tired. Once he struggled for freedom, now he struggles to live, with his few small possessions and his past to relive. There's a faded old picture on the wall all alone, a dusty old picture, the pride of his home, with a harp and a shamrock with these words underneath: Ireland unfree shall never be at peace. And his thoughts wander back to the days of his prime. Oh, it seems now there's nothing goes faster than time. To his comrades of old, and he remembers the day when he marched behind Pierce and the bold IRA. There's a faded old picture on the wall all alone, a dusty old picture, the pride of his home, with a harp and a shamrock with these words underneath: Ireland unfree shall never be at peace. And it's through Easter week and his thoughts wander back. Oh, those leaders of men sure no courage did lack. But now he's just left with his memories of old, for his name nor his story will never be told. There's a faded old picture on the wall all alone, a dusty old picture, the pride of his home, with a harp and a shamrock with these words underneath: Ireland unfree shall never be at peace. He gazed at that picture and he gave a sad smile, for each wrinkle and a line told the struggle of time. Then he gazed once again and his eyes filled with tears, for the man in that picture was his friend Padraig Pearse. There's a faded old picture on the wall all alone, a dusty old picture, the pride of his home, with a harp and a shamrock with these words underneath: Ireland unfree shall never be at peace.
Now the autumn leaves are falling, and the tourists have all gone. The children, they have all gone back to school, and my life is as it was before. I work 8 hours a day, but the company's still making all the rules. There's a girl in Massachusetts, south of Boston town, she said, and her lovely face is with me all the day. Sure, I met her down she stole mine away. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you. No tracks to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. There's a song we sang all summer in the bars of Dublin town. I can hear it on the factory radio, and the feelings I remember when I hear that simple tune makes me wonder if it really happened so. For we laughed and loved together till the summer days were gone, and she had to fly across the ocean wide. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, until we meet again, and I keep the fire burning deep inside. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I wait for you, I think of you. No track to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. And some nights when I'm drinking, my friends have gathered round. Well, just for fun, someone brings up your name. Well, I smile there with the rest of them, but I can't hear a sound. I love you, but to them it's all the same. On nights when I'm alone, my love, you come into my mind, and visions flash across the ocean wide. While I watch the moon there up above, as I leave the surf behind, and I call to you as I go sailing by. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you. No tracks to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. I wish that you were here, so farewell, my Boston rose.
There we go. Sort of Damien Quinn there, folks, and that was meant to be Tommy Byrne, so I thought it was the Wolftones version I was sticking on, but it wasn't, so my apologies. That apology, still a great song by Damien, but I wanted to do the two wee Wolftones ones one after another. Yes, we're off Facebook again, folks, so that's, we got another hour of anyway today, so what do you know? So yeah, I played there the Ireland Free for Paul Hillam before it, and then obviously there was the Boston Rose. Somebody asked me for it to say I was meant to put on the Wolftones version, but that was Damien Quinn, still another cracking version. So see, it says Studs Lanigan says that Tommy Byrne, was there ever a better singer ever? No. Well, you might be right there, mate. He still has that voice. Bobby Fields, yeah, Wolftones sing a song the best. They do a cracking version of it, so they do. Studs Lanigan says, A Nation Once Again by the Wolftones voted #1 greatest song ever in Britain by Radio 1. Thank you, Celtic fans. Yes, actually, Brian Warfield tells a story about it there. He done an interview with Joe Austin last week or so. I advise he's get on and get a wee listen to it. I think it's on YouTube still, so it is. Let's see. Yeah, Terry Cranley says 18 Brits time. Yes, definitely is. That's going to be on here in a minute after this next song. So we'll get it on last. What do we have here? The last 15 minutes of the show today. So here we go. Somebody asked me to play Hills Around Dunloy earlier on. Couldn't remember who it was. Can't find. It actually may have been in the first feed before it got cut off. Due to my silliness and the charger falling out of the phone. So yeah, we're going to do this one here by Hills Around Dunloy, and this is from Emer's album recorded live in the legendary Home Rebel Sundays in West Belfast here, the Rock Bar. So this is Hills Around Dunloy. Hopefully whoever asked for it is still listening, and then though, of course we'll get 18 Brits. Can't do the show on a Sunday, especially not on exclusively YouTube, without doing 18 Brits. Here we go. This is Hills Around Dunloy, folks. Rebel Sundays, last 15 minutes of the day. Here we go for you.
I'm going to slow it down with a ballad this time. Two great volunteers, Henry Hogan and Declan Martin. It's another Irish Brigade song written by Jerry. A song called The Hills Around Dunloy. Speak with pride in near of Martin and Hogan, volunteers that were valiant and true, and they grudged not their young lives for Ireland. It was proudly we bade them adieu. In their youth, how they longed for freedom, spared on by the taunts of the foe, and they vowed that they would not bow down before them. In the footsteps of Hughes they would go. Weep not for our passing gallant comrades, but fight on for this land where we die, that the green flag that we so dearly cherish might wave high o'er the hills round Dunloy. It was on a mild February evening, Henry Hogan in full battle dress set out with the gallant Declan Martin to engage with the foul SAS. And England's pride on that evening was humble. Man to man they led two of them low. It was then that a hidden assassin opened fire as they turned to go. Weep not for our passing gallant comrades, but fight on for this land where we die, that the green flag that we so dearly cherish might wave high o'er the hills round Dunloy. As they lie on the ground, their blood flowing, without mercy they're shot in the chest. So farewell to our gallant sons of Ireland. Mother Erin, they sleep at your breast. Weep not for our might wave high o'er the hills round Dunroy. Might wave high o'er the hills round Dunroy. Henry Hogan, Declan Martin.
Well, 18 Brits on the wet white road, will-ya, 18 Brits on the wet white road, down by the narrow water. For on that road there was a bomb, will-ya, 18 Brits didn't last for long, down by the narrow water. There were 9 murders, came in the canteen, there were 9 policemen, nowhere to be seen. And the sergeant said, "Fuck it." They kicked the bucket. The murders came into the canteen. Well, Lord Mountbatten had a boat. Will-ya, Lord Mountbatten had a boat down by the Sligo waters. For on that boat there was a bomb. Will-ya, Lord Mountbatten didn't last for long down by the Sligo waters. There were 9 murders came in the canteen. There were 9 policemen, nowhere to be seen. The sergeant said, "Fuck it." They kicked the bucket. The murders came in the canteen. Well, 18 Brits were blue to bits. Will-ya, 18 Brits were blue to bits down by the narrow water. For on that road there was a bomb. Will-ya, 18 Brits didn't last for long down by the narrow water. There were 9 murders came in the canteen. Were 9 policemen, nowhere to be seen. The sergeant said, "Fuck it." They kicked the bucket. The murders came in the canteen. The day 9 murders came in the canteen.
There we go, folks. So there's Damien Quinn there for 18 Brits, our usual Sunday special on Rebel Sundays. Can't beat a bit of it. Carla McCrory, yeah. Thanks, Rowan. Our brilliant Sunday afternoon. Thank you very much. It has been great to be back here, folks. So it has. I have to say, I had to be off for a few weeks. So listen, what we're going to do is we're going to play one more song to finish up this afternoon. Obviously, if any of you hadn't seen, I was due to play a gig on the 16th of October in the Devonish alongside Gary Ogue with Saoirse Promotions, and it was basically a question and answer session with basically Celtic and Man United legend Brian McClure. So they've basically upped their game. Last week it was announced that also added onto the bill is the fantastic Dan McCabe. If any of you have watched this guy's videos on YouTube or whatever, it's just mind blowing. The voice on him, just that husky voice on him, is absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait. I'll maybe get a wee short interview with him for the podcast. So I think there's still a few tickets left, folks, for this year. 500 tickets something was sold or on sale for this big gig in the ballroom in Devonshire. So yeah, on the night it's going to be Brian McClure. So with a question and answer session with Tony Whitlaw from the Four Tims podcast, and of course T&C Promotions, who are running the event in conjunction with Saoirse Promotions. Then myself, I obviously introducing the bands and the singers all on stage, and plus playing a few songs in between each act, whatever. And then you have Gary Ogue as well, and then Dan McCabe. I can't wait for this year. I actually didn't know Dan was booked for the Fela, and it was obviously too late, so it was before we realised that he's going to be playing. So folks, we'll do this here one here. Dan McCabe, Turn Love So Well, to finish off the show. So yeah, thank you all, folks. It's been great having you all on. Folks, and again, I'm hoping there's a fair chance this baby could be here next week. So if it happens midweek, I might be doing the show next Sunday. If not, I might be doing the show next Sunday. We'll see. But just look out for. I'm sure you're all on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. I will be updating you all during the week on what the crack is. So you never know. So folks, yeah, thanks very much. I see you all whenever. And yeah, Stevie, yourself, I'll probably see you on the merch during the week. So. See, I thought that was a phone there coming through, so it wasn't. No, it wasn't. So yeah, folks, if you haven't let the wee tip or donation, please do. If you're enjoying the show, just scan the wee barcode if you want to send something through. Be much appreciated. To say it does help the show to buy all this here equipment that I have here. I've fairly updated the studio over the last few months or so. I've just bought a new purpose-built actual digital camera for doing the show. So here we go, folks. This is we're going to finish up the show for you with the brilliant Dan McCabe. I hope you enjoyed. So I'll be back next Sunday, fingers crossed. Until then, folks, thank you very much. And I think by now Limerick have won this match, have they? Because I can't see Cork come back from this. So I'll see you all whenever, folks. For myself, Ro, Chuck Arla. Thank you very much. We'll do this here one, then we'll finish off with Around the Vein as usual after this here song's finished. So cheers, folks. This is Dan McCabe with the brilliant Luke Kelly song. The brilliant Phil Coulter song, probably made famous by Luke Kelly. Turn it so well on Rebel Sundays. Cheers.
And my memory I will always see the town that I have loved so long, where school played ball by the old gas yard wall, and we laughed through the smoke and the smoke. Going home in the rain, running up that dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those are happy days and so many, many ways, and the town I hold so well. And the early morning, the shirt factory horn called the women from Craig, from the moor and the ball, while their man on the dome played the mother's role. Fed the children and then trained the dog. And when times got tough, there was just about enough, but we saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was burning pride for the town I hold so well. There was music there in the dirty air, like a language that we all could understand. I remember the day when I earned my first pay, when I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth, and I tell you the truth.
Winds are slow, her tender lange kø. They first face her, chanter og skjønner fasta. Ni akvar van tiran op the top. And dat ein sabar no hell, they gone their kill, and was no sin, they gone their scrape. Ni labot now be live, Charlotte Canning, around of him.
You have been listening to Rebel Rebel podcast of Rory Carton. To listen to this and past episodes again, and to also check out future episodes, keep an eye on our official SoundCloud page. We are also available on all social media outlets. Just search Rebel Rebel podcast. Bhí sé bh géisteach an sin leis an fád cruúlaí Rebel Rebel le Rory McCarson. Le héisteach le seo agus hir hagran a ríis, agus na hagran atá le teacht, caisúil ar siúifical subín ar SoundCloud, agus táid ar fáil ar gach cinneal ardan ar na main hóisiilta. Ní mór ditch ag fád cruúlaí Rebel Rebel a curda.